Hello kids, welcome back to online classes. My name is Renuka Devi from Appa Public School. I am handling social studies for grade 4. So students, today we are going to study a new lesson, the coastal plains and islands. The coastal plains and islands. The coastal plains. A coast is a place where sea water meets the land. What do you mean by coast? A coast is a place where sea water meets the land. What do you mean by coastal? The low-lying land. The low-lying land along a coast is called coastal plain. What do you mean by coastal plain? The low-lying land along a coast is called coastal plain. On the west, which side is west? Yes, this side is a west. On the west, between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea is the western coastal plain. So here this line is the Western Ghats and here is the Arabian Sea. So this is the Western Ghats and here is the Arabian Sea. In between that, here is Western Coastal Plain. This portion, this part is Western Coastal Plain. Next, on the east, here this side, this portion, this part is east side. So, on east, between Eastern Ghats, here this is a Eastern Ghats and here is a Bay of Bengal. Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal, in between we can see Eastern Coastal Plain. We can find this part is called Eastern Coastal Plain. In the west, they start Gujarat. In the east, from Western Bengal. Here, in the west, it starts from here, from Gujarat. Here is Gujarat. From Gujarat, it starts from Gujarat. And in the east, it starts from where? From West Bengal. It starts from West Bengal. This plain meets at Kanyakumari. Both the plains meet at here. Here is Kanyakumari. They both meet here at Kanyakumari, the southernmost tip of the peninsula. The coastal plain in the west are called the Western Coastal Plains. The coastal plain in the west are called Western Coastal Plain. And to the east, eastern part is called as Eastern Coastal Plain. The western coastal is narrow than the eastern coastal plain. Here you can see the western coastal is narrow, then the eastern coastal plain is, you can see the line has come here up and again little bit slant is here in the east. But whereas in the west you can see it is narrow. India has an extremely long coastal lines. It can use ships to transfer large quantities of goods into and out of the country. India has extremely long coastal line so that uh, it can transport a large quantity of goods from one place to another place and even one country to other country. Ships are loaded and unloaded at the ports. The long coastal lines also encourages fishing. In this picture, you can see some people are fishing here. Fishing is an important occupation of the people living in the coastal area. Which is the important occupation of the people living in the coastal area? Yes, fishing is the important occupation of the people living in the coastal area. Crops grown in this region are, here in this picture you can see, groundnut, rice, cotton, oil seeds, sugarcane, tobacco, pulses, etc. are grown in this region. Next we will move on to Western Coastal Plain. The Western Coastal Plain forms a thin strip of land that stretches from here Gujarat in the north and passes through Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala and end at Kanyakumari. Here you can see, here is Gujarat, here is Gujarat and again here comes Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka and Kerala and end at Kanyakumari in the south. The western coastal lies between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Here you can see this red color is Western Ghats. Here it has written here is Western Ghats and here is Arabian Sea. So the Western Ghats is in between the Western coastal plain is in between the Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. The western coastal plains are further divided into three parts. How many parts the western coastal plain is divided into? It is divided into three parts. One is Gujarat coast here. From here to here is Gujarat coast. From Gujarat to Maharashtra is Gujarat coast and Maharashtra to Goa is Konkan coast and from Goa to Kanyakumari is Malabar coast. So Gujarat coast is in the north and Konkan coast in the middle and Malabar coast in the south. Yes students, you can see here in this picture. Here you can see Gujarat coast from, it is in the north, from Gujarat to Maharashtra and Konkan coast from Maharashtra to Goa and next Malabar coast from Goa to Kanyakumari. So students, you can see here the ports. Ports means where the goods are dispatched and loaded and unloaded that through the ships. That is called as port. Port of the western coastal plains. There are number of ports on the western coastal plains of India. So few of the ports I am showing in this picture. First port is, this is Mumbai port. This is Mumbai port. Yes, this is Mumbai port. Next here you can see Kochi, a beautiful port city in Kerala. Next in this picture you are seeing Kochi, a beautiful port city in Kerala. Here you can see Kandala port, important commercial port of India. Kandala is an important port, commercial port of India. Next, this is Panaji Port, and here also few are there. Here you can see Mangalore Port also, Chennai Port. Yes, in this picture you can see here. So moving on to next bit is the eastern coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains begins from the West Bengal in the north and passes through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Yes, it passes through Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. So the eastern coastal plains are wider than the western coastal plains. The eastern coastal plains are wider than the western coastal plains. It lies between the Eastern Ghats and Bay of Bengal. The eastern coastal plain, here is the Eastern Ghats. This is Eastern Ghats, and here is what? Here is the Bay of Bengal. Here is the Bay of Bengal. Here is Bay of Bengal. So in between is Eastern Coastal Plain. In between, what is the Eastern Coastal Plain comes? One side is Eastern Ghats and other side is Bay of Bengal. In between is Eastern Coastal Plain. The coastal plain has two parts. The northern part is Northern Circus. Northern part is called as Northern Circus, and south part is called Coromandel Coast. Here is the Coromandel Coast, and here is the Utkal Plains. You can see here. Here is Utkal Plains. Next, many rivers such as Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and Mahanadi forms a large delta along this coast. From eastern coast, many rivers forms a large amount of delta. You can see in this picture. This picture is of delta. The Chilka Lake is located along the eastern coastal plains in the state of Odisha. In the state of Odisha. Here you can see this is Chilka Lake. It is the largest salt water lake in India. Chilka Lake is the largest salt water lake in India. And it is also an tourist attraction and large wintering ground for migratory birds. Migratory birds, you can see here, these birds. These birds, migratory means what? Migratory means the birds that fly from one country to other country. Next comes ports of the eastern coastal plains. Here you can see the port of Puducherry. This is the port of Puducherry, and this is the port of Kolkata, and this is the port of Chennai. Next, moving on to islands. What do you mean by island? A piece of land surrounded by water is called as island. A piece of land surrounded by water is called as island. There are many islands in India. The biggest island in India, Lakshadweep Island and Andaman and Nicobar Island. Lakshadweep Island. First we'll study about Lakshadweep Island. The Lakshadweep island is to the southwest of India. Lakshadweep island is to the southwest of India. It lies in the Arabian Sea. It lies in the Arabian Sea. The capital of Lakshadweep island is Kavatti. It is one of the smallest union territory of India. Lakshadweep island is the smallest union territory of India. There are about 36 group of islands in Lakshadweep, in which only 10 are inhabited by people. This island is formed by the deposition of corals. You can see here, this is the Lakshadweep island and here are the corals. This picture you are seeing, this is a corals. Fishing is the main occupation of the people. The main crops grown here is coconut. In Lakshadweep, fishing is a main occupation and they grow more coconut there. Next, moving on to next island is Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island is to the southeast of India. Is to the southeast of the India. It lies in the Bay of Bengal. The capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island is Port Blair. Which is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Island? Port Blair. It is the second largest union territory of India. It is the second largest union territory of India. There are about 300 islands. In Andaman and Nicobar Islands, there are about 300 islands. In that, only 26 are inhabited by people. The land surface is hilly and rocky. The land surface is hilly and rocky. You can see here Andaman and Nicobar Island. Here is a picture of it. The cellular jail is located in this island. Here is a cellular jail. You can see in this picture. Here is a cellular jail which is located in the Andaman and Nicobar Island. The original inhabitants of these islands are tribal people. Here in these two pictures you can see how the people in Andaman and Nicobar Island, and these people are called as tribal people. So students, next part will continue. So I hope you all have understood the lesson, whatever I have taught today. So thank you. Have a nice day.